I'm confident that him and his team, with me and my team, we can now do anything.
Yes. Yes.
Anything.
That's
because we have that common energy now.
Yes.
And yet, this time yesterday, we were complete strangers on the planet.
Yes.
Never met.
Yes.
Never met. And then the most humbling thing for me is after the conversation, he asked if it would be okay if he took a picture of me and him to give to his daughter. I think she's 18, because he wanted to show her this is how relationships can work.
Usually we say things out of the record. It's so nice. So you're in.
Yes. So, well, thank you for your. I'm on a. Allow me to explain. I'm on a small island off the coast of Tanzania, off East Africa, doing some work with a new aviation development here, connecting young people in Africa to opportunities that might interest them. But some of the challenges, technical challenges, are connection with things like broadband. So it sounds like I have you at the moment, but that could change in a second. So we enjoy what we have whilst we have it. We are grateful.
I love that. And that should be our day-to-day, every moment, no? Enjoy what we have at the moment. There you go. I'm losing it. There you are.
In your life, I'm still learning about the approach. Be helpful if
I don't hear you well, Graham. You want to take out the camera, the video? Maybe
okay.
yeah, and then
it would be helpful.
We can do both of us if you want.
I'm trying to understand more about your work and what you try and do, more about you.
Okay. What I'm doing here with you is co-creating, and it's because I want to plant the seeds of co-creation. So co-creation, it's different than collaboration, because co-creation comes from the being, and co-creation happens every moment in our time when we are who we are and create what we love. No, so when we are embodying who we truly are, with no masks and no living for the external world, but really living from the inside out. So there's no.
So it's very authentic.
Yes, it's authentic. It's I say it's uniqueness, because
very pure.
Yeah, it's pure, because when you are who you are unique. Everyone is so beautifully unique, because everyone has skills and gifts that are different, no, from other ones. And when we are able to show them, when we are able to express them, we are co-creating with others, because we are showing others certain things that they don't have, so they're learning. And so we are in a endless loop of giving and receiving, because if I'm interacting with you from the heart, with who I am, you are taking from me what I'm giving you. And so we both are co-creating and growing.
Okay, this is new to me. I understand it. I've not heard of it before.
No.
It's co-creation. So that's interesting. So here I am in Africa. I could say I have, but that's present. I had a cup with aeroplanes on it that I brought all the way from the UK here for my drinks.
Yeah.
And about an hour ago, a young lady here where I'm staying, she liked my mug with the aeroplanes. So I gave it to her.
Nice.
And then she wanted, you saw that? So my friends are listening because where we have
beautiful. You have
broadband.
a nice.
I have a team here. So and she wanted to give me something back, didn't she? Whereas that's not what it was about. I know it's a gift to you. I need nothing back. It's what I get is the joy that it gives you.
Yeah.
It's a feeling.
Yes.
It's not a material response or exchange. It's a feeling. And I think was that positive? We have thumbs up. So that I guess that's co-creation right there.
Yes. Yes, it's right there. It's when we give from the heart and we receive from the heart. So she taking it from you, she's receiving from the heart, and you are giving from the heart. So that's co-creation. It's not planned.
That's interesting.
It's from the being.
And that's great. One of the people who inspires me in many areas is a friend of mine, Andrew. He's from a place called Glasgow in Scotland. And he taught me that there's a phrase, but actually it's a feeling called being a cheerful giver. Right? So if you're going to give things away, then be cheerful about it.
Yes, yes.
Whereas the world, what's interesting in the way you think there, Dr. Meier, is in the world at the moment, it seems to be an order that's changing. That if I give you something like security and money, then you must give me something back.
Yeah.
And that transactional exchange, to me, becomes very dangerous.
Yeah. It is.
Now there's an expectation, and then it becomes a business. It's no longer a collective approach to living.
No.
It's no longer a one world. It's a divided world.
Yes.
And that makes people feel unsafe.
Yes.
To me. So I think you have something. You are onto something very interesting.
Thank you. Yeah. And don't call me Dr. Meier. I was saying, who's Dr. Meier here? You can call me Jeannette.
What?
Thank you.
Jeannette, you prefer Jeannette? Hi, Jeannette. Okay. Have you been doing this? So can I ask you some questions?
Yes, we're having a conversation, so we're enjoying. We're here giving and receiving from the heart. Okay, so with the feelings.
In your approach, I'm interested in the feelings that you receive when you convey your thinking. Do you hit resistance, or do people respond well? Is it well received, or do you hit bumps?
Well, in these conversations and co-creations, it's always very good received because I tell them up front, no, that we're flowing in conversation. In the real world, I've been working in IT since '97, and I've been leading like this. It's how I also, for me, everything is about exploration, experiencing, and practicing. No, it's how we grow. So I've been exploring, experiencing, and practicing this type of leadership with my team. And with my team, it has been, with my teams, let's say in different areas, in different places, it has been working very well because when you are open-hearted and you are listening to them, and you are the example you want to see, they open up to you, they are honest, they trust you, so it flows very well. Okay. And but when you go to an IT meeting, for instance, and you are like that, you're showing yourself as who you are, you might, with certain people, you might feel they're pushing you back because they're not used for you to approach them wholehearted. So they're more used to this holding back and the masks and the playing the game, but not this openness. So some may push back, but it's totally fine because at the end, I say I already planted the seed. You know?
Okay. So just to break that down a little more.
Yes.
Do you find that behavior, is it more, you know the word prevalent? Is it more prevalent with men or women, or does it not matter?
It doesn't matter.
Because I find what I'm hearing there, I would call expression of your vulnerability, your true self. And most people I know, especially men, they find that very difficult. It's not natural because of the way we grow up as boys. It's not what we learned as masculine behavior. Masculine is about being alpha and winning. When I've learned through my experience of life, actually, if you win, then I win. So what can I do to help you achieve what you want? Because I know that when you get there, then that I will be a benefit of that. Like seeing the stars or the moon. I get that radiance of energy. It makes I feel great from that. I don't need anything more than that.
Yes.
So I wonder if this comes to you at a particular stage in life then.
What I'm doing, if it comes to me,
Yeah, did you always think like this, or did something happen to make you act on that?
I've been always open-hearted, okay, but I did not show myself as such many years, many years. I mean, I've been always very, maybe I was said to be innocent, because you say certain things, but always knowing what's happening around me. So I really was living from the external to the inside. So from the external world to the inner world, always looking outside for me to adjust, to behave and to be okay with the external world. Okay, so in that I lost myself. I was living for others. No, from when I was young, my father died when I was 14. So adjusting so that my mom was okay and my siblings, everyone okay. I was the good girl, so and I was very shy also. And then well, I married, and I had a husband who was somehow also like my mom in the way of being a strong person, and so I was always adjusting and adjusting, and one day I woke up and I said, you know what, I love myself. And if the other ones don't love me, then they should search for someone else. No, but because I cannot change myself. I've tried to change myself so many times, and I'm not able to change myself.
Yeah.
So in the way of being being what others want me to be. No. So I decided to redo my life. I was in New York. I worked for United Nations. And I moved to Barcelona. It was 20 years ago. And I started the journey of knowing myself, no? First of loving myself.
Wow.
And then of valuing and respecting myself. And with that also loving, valuing, respecting everyone else. So I did it through my professional career in the IT, and plus also in having a social enterprise, and then I have a movement, and I had a community, and in the community through the COVID time, I started. We started having conversations, learning to be in the now, and learning to value and listen and respect others' opinions. And so I started there. I started saying, okay, let's dare to be who you are. No, dare. I was saying daring because I still was in angst to show who I was. No, at the end, because I had to unlearn, to know that when you show yourself with vulnerability, with an open heart, there's nothing to fear about, because everything you will be saying, doing, everything comes from the heart. So it will never disrespect anyone. So 2 years and something, I started with these conversations. and showing myself.
It's very powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very visionary. And I found, if I can just share with you,
Yes.
similar experience where because of our natural need to feel belonged and belonging, we tend to orient ourselves to, shift ourselves towards external validation.
Yes.
And our careers actually promote that. If you want to do well, the same at school. If you want to do well, you have to do it this way. It doesn't really encourage you to be yourself or to express yourself openly. And I don't know if you've come across, I think it's called the porcupine principle or the hedgehog phenomenon. You know hedgehogs, you have them in Spain, but so hedgehogs, hedgehogs, the way of thinking is like people. We all want to get across the road, what we all want to get home to that space. And that requires you to be vulnerable and cross the road to the intimacy of connection that we all desire. But intimacy requires risk.
Yes.
Because you risk being judged. And that judgments can stop us being who we are. So the hedgehog can freeze and never cross the road, and it stays in the middle of the road and then gets flattened. Sabotage. So it's really been interesting to me. Many people I know, most people, find it difficult to cross the road safely because it requires taking risk. And a lot of the work that we're doing here is to encourage young people to just like you strip away all that, which isn't easy, but it's a lot easier to help young people learn this now at their age they're at than it is for adults to unlearn it, because then you hit resistance of change. And one person can take you a year. That's if they ever get there. Young people, it's an investment because they have no reference. They are innocent. They are hedgehogs. They struggle with everything you say. The majority I've met really struggle with it. And yet I often think about, okay, what's the solution to that? What's the antidote? Well, then naturally, I would want to take everything you say into our schools, into our education system, and encourage that sort of education, that understanding, because then it becomes normalized. It becomes natural.
Yeah.
Everyone belongs to a position of authenticity. Everyone is anchored to being open and honest and vulnerable. And then we see the vulnerability as. Does that make sense?
It makes totally sense. It makes totally sense because, yes, it takes a time to unlearn, and it takes a lot of experiencing. Like what you said at the beginning, no? It's the experience that really makes you change. It's the experience that makes you integrate what you just went through. So if you don't get out of your comfort zone and try to be vulnerable and really practice it, so that you are able to unlearn it and experiencing it, it's very difficult to integrate it, because with the mind, we are not able to understand that, because the mind is the one that has the one that wants to have the risks calculated. It's the one that wants to plan. It's the one that says, he's the one that has the fear. At the end, fear is the mind, nothing else.
It's fear. It's all fear. I agree.
It's fear.
It's all fear.
So if you don't take small steps, you cannot unlearn, because when you take small steps, you will see that you're even better than before, no? And living, and living a life like this is so liberating. It's freedom. It's freedom from your self-judgment, from your unworthiness. It's from so many things that the mind is just creating for you, which are not true.
Yeah, yeah, it resonates. I find I walk lighter. It's I would say so here, for example, just to my right, you might see these stones.
Yes.
And sometimes I see life, we collect these stones and they get heavy. Whereas on the shore here, I'm right by the ocean.
Nice.
On the shore, there are seashells.
Mm-hmm.
And seashells, I find if you collect seashells, which are living, they have a story, they're not heavy. So I try and get rid of the stones in life and collect the seashells. And then I equate that to people. Try and support people who I see as stones, but they have to unlearn. And seashells are naturally, they give you inspiration, they give you joy, they're lighter. But what I've found is, whilst that's all very linear and very sensible and easy to understand, these stones, these people, what's the first step is they have to have a will to learn.
Always.
Which means they have to have a will to unlearn.
Yes.
And that's where fear kicks in again.
Yes.
Because now what you're talking about is, I equate it to when I was younger, as it might have been the same for you, on a swing. Every child loves swinging.
Yes.
We all love swinging.
Yes.
And as I got more confident, I swing higher. And then at some point, I want to jump off. And what's going to stop me jumping is I'm scared of what will happen when I land. It might hurt. But when I jump, for that 1 second, it's the feeling of living.
Yes. Yes.
And I would encourage people to feel that 1 second for all of your lifetime.
Yes.
Which means you take that jump. You take that leap of faith into uncertainty.
Yes.
You dive in, as I call it. You go for it, knowing in your head, it will be all right. Just like your meeting, it doesn't now matter how people respond. That doesn't matter.
No.
Because you planted the seed.
Yes. Yes.
They are then growing.
Yes.
And then it's done. So in that regard, you cannot fail.
No. No.
Which gives you the confidence to cross the road.
Yes. And another thing, like you were talking with the seashells are being moved by the water. So they don't really know where they're going. They're being, they are adjusting themselves with this freedom and this lightness. They are adjusting themselves to the currents, no, to where they're being moved to. And it's the same thing when you are in this living in the heart, in this openness. You are not anymore calculating of what's going to happen next, because you don't know, and you love it because you don't know it, because that's the freedom and the joy of living. The joy comes from this freedom.
Yeah, I've found, have you heard of, there's a musician, a guy called Ed Sheeran.
No, but I will look it for.
Ed Sheeran, I'll send you the link. There's a song he wrote.
No, I heard him. Yes, Ed Sheeran. Yes.
I think he writes a lot of his own songs, and he very, very simplistically, he talks about people in lots of his songs, people he meets, I guess. And he talks about those that radiate positive energy, which is, we've just had this conversation with the team here. It's like what I call a positive COVID. It's contagious. And then there are others who take your energy.
Yes.
They exhaust you.
Yes.
Yeah, they just exhaust you. And so I'm always interested in those people to try and help, because I think it comes from a position of fear.
Always, yeah.
Because it's not natural to do that. We're not born like that. Yeah. Something happens so I try not to judge the behavior. I try and look behind the behavior is what's the feeling and what do they need? Because if you can then give them what they need, the behavior changes.
I totally agree with you.
Which is what I call cheerful giving. I give it to you.
Yes.
Your behavior will change and someone will gain from that.
Yes. Someone
else will benefit from that. And then we have, I think, a stronger world, a more resilient world, one that is more comfortable to take risk. So yeah, it's a very interesting subject you are exploring there.
Thank you.
It
Yes.
resonates.
Yes.
There is a guy, so you're in Barcelona.
Yes. Yes, I'm next to Barcelona. Yes.
Okay. There is someone I'll introduce you to who lives near Barcelona as well.
Nice.
His name is Aaron Hill.
Okay. Oh, wow.
He thinks like you.
Yes, I love that. I love that.
So the two of you together suddenly become four.
Yeah, it's the exponential co-creation.
And then, yes, it's like spreading marmalade, spreading honey. Everyone gains from that. I shall introduce you. I think he will find you fascinating for the same reasons. It's like meeting another star.
Yeah, but yes, I love that. I appreciate that. Yeah, we all are stars. We all are stars. You are a star also, because in the way you talk also from the heart. And you are there doing what you're doing with your team. That is so beautiful, and it's in your giving. So
well, I'll give you an example of how practically this works if you're interested.
Yes.
So because I'm riding a motorbike around Africa.
Yes, amazing.
To connect me to the schools and the aviation schools and the colleges and the parliaments. There's lots of politics in this. And it's a funny thing to do, which gets people interested as well. It's like a hook, I suppose.
Yes, yes.
And yesterday, there's some paperwork I need, some official paperwork I need that will help cross the border in about 4 weeks in Ethiopia. And that paperwork here, not there. So it's too late to get there and just hope when I can prepare now. And that's actually a good message to send to the young people. You can prepare. You can do that. You own that. That's your responsibility. So when I found the leader of the government here, expecting a difficult conversation, because what I'm asking, there's no procedure for. You have to make a new one. It doesn't actually exist. So it's not easy. When I told him what I was doing, clearly he felt an energy. And then he's now leading on creating a new system just for me.
Wow, incredible. Yes.
And it made me feel, in the current context of the world at the moment, that's all it takes then. Active listening, me being prepared to take a risk, him actively listening, understanding the problem, and together we will find a solution.
Yes. Yes.
Well, now that those disciplines, and you have to have a will, you have to have a feeling, you have to be prepared to work together to accomplish more. I'm confident that him and his team, with me and my team, we can now do anything.
Yes. Yes.
Anything.
That's
because we have that common energy now.
Yes.
And yet, this time yesterday, we were complete strangers on the planet.
Yes.
Never met.
Yes.
Never met. And then the most humbling thing for me is after the conversation, he asked if it would be okay if he took a picture of me and him to give to his daughter. I think she's 18, because he wanted to show her this is how relationships can work.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I believe that this co-creation, it's like a ripple. It goes and it will keep going.
Yeah, it will keep going.
It just needs that energy to start it.
Yes, yes, and keep it going. And this is, this resilient energy, you know, of really willing to change the world through who we all are, which is it's rippling. Yes, it's a positive impact wherever you are, with whoever you are. If you are yourself, if you shine, you positively impact somehow or in a way.
I do believe that. And even on the face of it, he's of a different color to me. He's of a different height to me. He's of a different religion. He looks different. But when we focus on what have we got shared in our values, all the differences, they just fall away. We don't see that anymore. We don't see that. We have a feeling that's mutual about a common love. And it's a common understanding of each other. And that, I think, is what relation. Now it's powerful. And I use the word power in a soft power way. But now you can use this in a very intelligent way, in a very social impact way, in a very meaningful way for a greater good, which is why we're here. So he then said, look, we'll try and help you get the bike to Ethiopia, the motorbike. I said, it doesn't actually matter now. That's not the mission. The mission isn't to finish it. The mission is to meet people like him. That remind me that when you connect like that, you can do anything. Well, that is the mission. So we don't have to finish the mission anymore.
No.
I just stay here now by the ocean.
But it's so true because
okay.
Everything is about relationships, and it's the relationships we are creating, and the relationships that grow us and nurture us, and that's it. It's now. Where are we going, or what's going to happen? We will see. But we are here, interacting and letting this flow of giving and receiving nurture us and grow us in what we have to learn, no? And co-learn and co-evolve and so many things. Yes.
Can I share with you for a moment my book that I'm writing?
Yes, certainly.
So this isn't a book about me or what I'm doing. It's a book. Each chapter is about the people I meet. So Suleiman, his name was Suleiman yesterday. He is one of the chapters. Now he does not know this yet.
No.
But the title book is partly because my surname is House, but the book is called Guest House because it recognizes a poet of 800 years ago, a poet that I've shared with the team here. You remember the Guest House? Typed it up. So they now know about this poet. His name was Jalal Rumi. You know, Jalal Rumi. And I'll send you the link. The Guest House is about people that come into your life, the joy, the depression, the menace, the anger. Just accept all that, embrace all that, allow that to come in. And if they take things from you, that's actually okay because they're clearing space for you for something else, something good.
Yes.
So I said when I gave my mug away, which means a lot, it's got all my aeroplanes on it. When I gave that away, I said, okay, so her son will, she says, will love that. Okay, you can have that. Now I need another mug. So now I know I will meet someone else on this journey that I would not have met if I kept that mug.
Yes, it's true. It's empty and there's a possibility for you to receive. Yes.
Yeah. So now I will receive another life into my world, which is all contributing to the guest house. Everyone is welcome.
Amazing.
And then it's fun. Then it's fun because you're no longer scared of people.
No.
You're not scared of what people say or what they might say or what they might think. That's okay. They are welcome to think that. It's okay.
Yes. Because
I just smile. It's okay.
Yes, because you know that everyone is in their way, wherever they have to be, and that's a respect and a value for that, and the learning experience every time.
Yeah, there we go. Amazing, huh?
Amazing.
Make life sound so simple.
Yes, but like you're saying, there's a lot of willingness behind that and effort. But then it gets simple. It gets simple. There's no struggle in preparing things and overthinking. All this, all that energy is again like what you were saying before. I don't have that energy in me, so I have a place to receive a different kind of energy.
Yeah. Yeah. And we base a lot of our doctrine, our philosophy, our thinking, we base it on 4 words. Love more, hate less.
Yes.
And once that, which is very simple for anyone to understand, once you start acting like that, actually your experiences in life are more fulfilling, they're deeper, they're richer.
Yeah.
Because people feel, the barriers come down.
Yeah.
Yesterday was an example. The barriers come down and then doors open. And then it's like being taken into another room that's full of people that you would never have met unless you broke down those barriers, unless you overcome those fears, just like jumping off the swing. That's how I visualize it in my mind, which is how, with all the young children here, when we speak to them, there are language challenges, but a smile breaks through that.
Yes.
Laughter breaks through that. And singing breaks through that. Art breaks through that. So we use these tools that cross like a bridge. It crosses the division because we want to be together, but from a position of love.
Yeah.
And then it's fun. Then people feel the energy. You get more smiles. It's, everyone's smiling. I actually haven't said anything. Just an energy.
Yeah. Powerful.
Yeah. And it does help if you can smile or what I call laugh at myself.
Yes.
It's funny. So I'll give you an example today. I'll show you this. This is very embarrassing, but it's okay. This shirt I have on, it has a hole
yes.
here.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
No.
And a lady pointed it out earlier. And I just laughed. And because I laughed, she laughed.
Yes.
Yeah, it just made me funny. That okay, it's just
you were fresh.
It's just an item of clothing.
You were
Exactly. It made me think of there's a lovely man here called Max, who's an artist, and he drew or painted a picture of a tailor, which is common in the streets and the villages of Africa. They're like sometimes the most important people because they make things that everyone needs. And so they become like a cafe. Everyone comes to them. All the chit chat, all the conversation is there. All the people gather there because it's a very creative space.
Yeah.
So when she told me I had a hole in my shirt, I'm now thinking of Max and his painting.
Yes. True.
So when I see Max later, I will tell him that, and I just know he will laugh. I know he will laugh because it will make him feel thought of, relevant. It will make him feel relatable.
Yeah.
His painting suddenly has a meaning.
Yes.
To me, more than it might have done to him when he did it. So that's just an example, I think, of an energy, what I call a higher power. I don't understand it. I can't explain it. I don't necessarily need to. I just know there's a higher power.
Yes.
And then we try and connect to it.
Yes.
And then see what happens. Just like, as you said, the seashells, we get washed around a bit, but it's okay.
It's okay. And then
okay.
it's this that higher power that is connecting and through relationships that is that are growing us. So
I really hope that your thinking can be really better understood at a really senior level in the world today, because I'm not feeling it.
Not yet.
I'm feeling more fragile at the moment, actually.
Yeah.
In the world of, for lots of reasons. And yet I'm hoping that actually all this presentation, all this noise, all this makes someone great again. Actually, if it makes you great again, then it probably by inference makes someone weak. And then we all lose that. That actually not what this, I try, especially here, and you see it in Spain, because when you look up at night, you see all the stars. And I remind myself that as far as we know, we are the only planet with people on it. We are that unique. And it's funny then that we haven't yet still learnt to relate well to each other.
To co-create
We
together.
still don't understand ourselves.
No,
It's funny that, isn't it? After all this time.
We don't understand ourselves. Like what you were mentioning before, that those leaders, is because they don't understand themselves. They see everything from the outside in. They don't see from the inside out. And because the day you start living from the inside out, everything changes automatically around you, because you know that everything you do is impacting everyone else, and you recognize everyone else as the same as who you are, no? And you recognize in addition that everyone is unique as you are unique. So the issue we're having nowadays is that all of those leaders are living from the outside in, through the power of money, through the power of so many things, that it's not the power of co-creation.
Yeah, when I introduced to Aaron and I are looking at, amongst other people, we think there's something important here in education, especially what I would call young boys around the world, not just in the UK, but anywhere, between the ages of about 8 and 16. We have to help them redefine their expectations and understanding of what being a man is.
Yes.
Because it's not what they think it is.
No.
You need to be softer, more gentle, more calmer, more kinder. And those skills, these are real skills. You can't go to the sweet shop. You have to learn that. But when you learn it as a young boy, we think it's more likely that you'll be a man with those skills, and you'll be a great leader.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
So you learn it at the age of 10.
Yes.
If not before.
Yeah, that's when it's said, not that it's until the age of 7, you start maturing, let's say, becoming also engaging more the mind and other things at age 7 onwards. No? And so there you're very, if you show it to them at that age, they're moldable, and they're still not fixed with all they've been taught, no, to be with the mind. So they still have the possibility to understand what's really positively impacting, no, and what's really them. Yeah, true.
Yeah, I think I was swimming with some young boys here this morning, local guys, who were fishing, and they caught a fish.
Oh, nice.
So they were smiling. So I was clapping, and then we got talking beyond the language, and then we shared some ideas, very much co-creatively. That you then see their eyes tell you a story of their soul. They now are more creative.
Yes.
They can suddenly sense a self-belief that they can do anything now. If you can do that, if you know how to catch a fish,
yes,
then you can teach others to catch a fish. But beyond catching fish, if you can help other people think co-creatively, then you can do anything.
Yeah, you can do anything.
Now that's interesting.
Yes.
Now that gets really interesting.
Yes.
To me.
Yes. No. It's infinite possibilities.
That has my attention now. Yeah.
Yes,
so yeah, we just keep giving. I guess we keep giving my mug away.
Yes. We'll ripple
with
out.
A smile.
Yes.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Graham. Thank you so much for co-creating with me today.
You teach me a lot. I will reflect. I'm pleased the connection has worked. Thank you, team.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
There.
Well done.
Thank you so much.
There are 3 young guys here helping me.
Nice.
That's great.
I love that.
Yeah, and they've all been listening. I think you've been listening. They've been listening. They've all been reading Ruby now.
Okay. I appreciate them, all of them.
Greetings from Africa.
Yes.
Yes. Love to Spain.
Thank you so much.
Salute.
And we continue, you and me, we continue connected, and
yes, we'll look forward to that.
Yeah, for many more.
Yes, I'll introduce you to Aaron.
Thank
He's
you
a
so
lovely
much.
soul.
Yeah, it must be.
Great guy.
It must be like you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care.